Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar, Business Solutions, Why You Need Them. This is June 17, 2014. Let's get started. So today we'll have a look at business solutions and see how any kind of business solution can just really help you be more agile, be quicker, be faster, be able to answer customer requests easily, and just really get your business on the road to a more productive and quicker business. Okay, let's just get started then. Today we're going to have a look at if you are actually a new business owner, exactly how you are doing business. Okay, so I guess the big question really is, if you are a new business owner, do you react or do you act upon any kind of problem that you do have? Okay, the world is changing, business is also changing, so you really have to act instead of react. Obviously we all know this in theory, but obviously the business solutions bring in something new and fresh to new business owners. Okay, and that is insight. A very important part of the entire business solution is that it should bring you insight, and if it doesn't, then it really isn't worth your money. Because starting a new business can obviously be very tough, right? I mean, there are loads of roadblocks in front of you, and you never really know what will crop up. So limited time, manpower, and also budgets can all be a factor as the workload just really starts to pile up and your bills start rolling in. However, if you do have a solid team and if you do have the right tools, you will be on your way to reaching your full business potential. Okay, you will obviously have to answer questions like, exactly how much did we sell? I mean, really, if you think about it, could you actually sleep at night without knowing how many proposals were accepted that day? What about questions like what your salespeople have been up to, right? Or even if you can imagine actually a world with no invoices being paid. I'm sure that's frightening. But not when you have a tool that tells you all right? So you really have to know where your budget is being spent or wasted even, and see if you are being profitable. If you aren't being profitable, you have to ask the question, why not? It's hard, but you have to do it, okay? So you have to get access to the information to plan ahead. You must get ahead of your problem instead of letting it be the cause that actually swallows you up and sends you off onto bankruptcy, okay? Then you have to know obviously what's in your bank accounts. You have to know you have to know the way that you manage your accounts, and that can be key to you just steering your business in the right direction. You may actually ask the question why, but it allows you to know when you need a little more revenue just to balance your accounts, or it may even be able to allow you to spot numbers that are falling, and maybe you will have the opportunity to investigate the reason why. Okay, maybe it's a growing number of unsatisfied customers. Maybe, who knows? So all of that is really important, and your bank accounts can really just tell you quite a bit. Once you have that integrated in your system, I mean, obviously that's one way of knowing. Then a little statistic here for us. We can obviously see that the Small Business Administration Institute has already investigated this, and what they have found out is that actually 7 out of 10 new employer establishments survive at least 2 years. Only 51% actually survive at least 5 years. Okay, keep that in mind. When you're speaking about customers, obviously you're speaking about invoices because you want them, right? That means that you will be having repeated customers. So what you must be doing is actually have recurring invoices. And that really is what Business Tools is all about. It's about automating everything that your business can do and making it a lot more better and easier, okay? That means if you do have rolling customers from one month to the other, what you should do is have recurring invoices, okay? Your customer must expect them to receive an invoice from you on the first or second day of each month with your brand, with your logo. They know it's you, they know what they're expecting, okay? It just makes you seem really trusted, and they will keep loyal just to the fact that you are loyal to them, okay? So keep them on your payroll, and you also have to know who they are, and then you have to reward them. Okay, so obviously if you do have recurring customers, you must think of it in a way that old shops used to know their customers. I mean, they used to know their favorite brand, right? They'd come in and they'd have some kind of special treatment waiting for them. It's the same today, only a digital version, okay? And you also obviously know who's been bad and who hasn't been paying, so you can go after them and investigate why they haven't been paying. And another thing that business tools can actually help you out with is actually stock keeping, right? And that means warehouses. If you do have products, if you do have loads of products that actually go in, that have to go out, you obviously have to order them from suppliers. And the only way that you can do this efficiently is really if you have a system that tells you how much is going in, how much is going out, and what you have to order to your suppliers, okay? You obviously cannot do this manually. It's very time consuming. And if imagine a world that you actually ran out of stock and you didn't order any new items, I mean, that's obviously just shows that you're out of control and that you don't really know exactly how to control your warehouse, right? So you have to do that, and business tools will obviously help you do that. Another stat is just that 89% of customers actually stop doing business with the company due to poor customer service. Okay, this is really important because customer service actually is key to retaining customers. So don't forget that as well. You must use your brand, obviously. I mean, when it comes to business tools, one of the main things that you really have to look at and really be picky about this is if the business tool itself actually allows you to use your own brand, okay? You must be able to style your documents. You must have them looking just like you. They really should allow maximum amounts of customization. If they don't, then it's just probably not the right tool for you, because obviously customers want to know who you are, where you're coming from, and when they see a really refined and neatly tuned branded document, they will obviously feel that you are serious, that you are professional, and that you will have their best interest put first, right? And it's obviously also about getting the word out. I mean, imagine a world with all of your branded documents running around there, looking good and just creating great first impressions, okay? It's showing the world how good you look. Don't forget that. And then obviously you have to be organized because you must have a proper CRM system. It must be a system that allows you to process your leads and just really keep them moving down the pipeline, okay? Once you get a lead into your system, you must be able to convert it into an account, and you must also be able to put that lead and that customer into an invoicing system, okay? It's about having business processes automated from top to bottom, right? As soon as it comes into your company from a lead right up until there are customers or there are recurring customers, that you must have everything on one system only. It obviously makes your life easier, and that is what business tools is all about. Actually, it's about being automated and just making your life easier. Another stats from Silicon Valley is that 50% of startups don't survive because they don't know how to manage their basics, okay? So what you must do, obviously, is know your customer, okay? You must be able to convert a lead to an account, and through this entire process, what you must do is learn a little bit about them, okay? Learn what their favorite sport teams are, if they do enjoy sports, what kind of sports they do enjoy, if they don't, any other kind of interests that they might have. And don't forget to share maybe a little reminder on their birthday, just that you know that you're thinking about them. It makes the difference, obviously. And then you must just really share their history, okay? And buy them the right gift at Christmas time, okay? It's about keeping a record of everything about them, and that obviously continues that good first impression. It'll just take off from there, and they will always be impressed with you. Okay, and then when you have newsletters, obviously a system must allow you to send newsletters. Okay, it's all about having an integrated system that does everything for you. Okay, you obviously having about 5 or 6 different systems to do different things is also time consuming, because having to input information from one system to the other takes quite a long time, and you probably don't have the manpower or the resources to do that. So you must really look for a system that allows you to send newsletters, a bit like an email marketing system, actually. I mean, if it's rigged to your CRM system, it's all about having an all-in-one system that allows you to have key information just on hand, okay? And you need to deliver a special message to your customers already. So once you have them sorted and in kind of segments, maybe geographical areas, or according to their interests, or maybe according to their industry, you can really just send out specific messages to each one of them, and that just really also helps you keep that brand interest with them, and they will allow them to continue that loving relationship with you. Okay. Then obviously you have to manage your entire business in one place. I mean, that's what we have been referring to this entire time, and it's really important to understand that. I mean, imagine, for example, that your customer grabs you on site and maybe asks you for some services, maybe some outstanding payments that you have to go through with them, or maybe just that little piece of furniture that you're selling is a bit faulty and he needs service on that. I mean, he wants actually you to take a look at all of it. And instead of having to go on and run back to the office and maybe refer to 3 or 4 or 5 different departments and services, if you can get on one application only and get it done right in front of him, it really will allow you to provide outstanding customer service, okay? And that will really leave a good impression. Obviously, what we are talking about here is customer service, okay? Because customers do like good service, and they will actually refer you to another person if they are pleased and if they are content with you, okay? So please remember that. Then obviously you have to be realistic when you're looking for a solution, and this is because you must find a solution that you can really customize, okay? Obviously you are your own company, you are your own brand, and you have special needs, right? I mean, obviously we all do, any company does. Maybe you're thinking that your company works differently and that a solution won't fit to you, or maybe it's too industry specific and you need something that's a little bit more that's a bit broader and covers several aspects. Well, that is what you also have to obviously look for in a solution, okay? Remember that it must be fully customizable, and that will allow you to actually tweak it here and there and make it your own, okay? Obviously your company doesn't follow the pack, and that really just makes it possible for you to use it in your own way, okay, in your own specific way, because you are obviously unique, like many companies are out there. I mean, you may have something in common with another, but there are always things that need as much customization as possible, okay? Then obviously business solutions only work if you can cover every aspect of your business and deliver good service to get paid often, right? Which is exactly what all of us want, right? So you do have, imagine if you do have a super duper CRM system, but your sales team just isn't on it, and they can't manage the project on it. Well, obviously you need to get a solution that does, okay? You need your entire team involved, and you need a solution that will allow you to manage each and every aspect of your business, okay? Be it a CRM system that allows you to manage your leads, that allows you to convert them into an account, that will then allow you to send them newsletters, maybe some specific campaigns. But then you also obviously have a team that manages those customers, right? So then what you need is obviously a project management system that allows you to manage your projects, that allows you to manage your teams, okay? And obviously a business solution is only worth the money if it's integrated. If it integrates all of this, then fine. You have to be able to book appointments, and it must show up on everyone's calendars, right? So, and you must also be able to manage everyone's calendar and adjust the time to when everyone is available, okay? Maybe in a broader aspect, think of it a bit like this, okay? Your team members obviously need to sell, so they have customers. Those customers also need service, or they maybe order products. Those customers then need to be charged for those services and products, okay? A decent system does all of that in just a few little clicks. Please keep that in mind whenever you're looking out there for a business solution. It must cover all of these aspects from top to bottom, okay? Then obviously you will have documents, you'll have contracts that you're signed with your customers, you'll have agreements, maybe you'll even have to send out documents on a regular basis, maybe tweak some transport slips, whatever it is. I mean, imagine all of those documents flying around, or worse even, maybe imagine having to fly to your office to get a document. Well, we know that's inconceivable in today's age, and I mean, obviously you're right. You may be tired of filing cabinets that are full of loose documents that just keep on mounting and really just occupying space in your office. Well, in today's world, you really do not need that, because a business solution must be able to cater for that, okay? A system with an online document management is the eco-friendly solution, and you must be able to simply upload your documents onto a server and send it to another party, okay? It must also have an e-sign capability, so it makes signing contracts hassle-free event, and you really shouldn't need a printer or a scanner. So instead of throwing away hundreds of dollars on papers, printers, ink, scanners, it really just saves you time, money, and work. And it's all worthwhile because you're also being very eco-friendly. Okay. Obviously, it's about digital companies, right? Because digital companies are fast companies. And obviously, when we're in a world that goes on about digital disruption, I think it really is time just to put that behind us. And because the tide is in and surf's up, we really have to get on the digital side of things and have a different mind frame maybe, and think about how we can put our companies in the digital front, okay? So whenever you are thinking about how you can make your company go really faster, think of it in a digital way, because there are a lot of applications out there and they can really be of great help to you. Okay, well, we're on the subject of business solutions. I'm quickly going to show you a business solution in action and actually see how a business can be integrated really from top to bottom, and where you can manage your entire business online without having any kind of secondary solution, or having to switch or to convert to another solution to be able to do something else. Really just have everything, your entire business, managed in one place only, okay? Right now, this system over here, as you can see, we have the analytics dashboard opened up. This allows you to actually have access to the kind of insight that we were talking about, that any kind of business owner really needs to really make informed decisions and know exactly what is happening in his or her business, be it by comparing sales, by comparing profits, knowing exactly what kind of trend is going on, if you're going up, if you're going down, the variation, okay, all of that kind of analysis and analytics you can access here actually for any kind of business area, right? So you can see any kind of presentations that are going out. You can see your receivables. Obviously, you have tabs that really cover each and every segment that is in your business, okay? But now moving on, let's just have a look at exactly what one business solution can do for you and how you can manage your business from the beginning, okay? So let's say that, for example, you have a customer, okay? Barry is a customer. He's from the UK. Actually, he's from London, and he's kind of in debt with you right now, right? So he owes you quite a bit of money. This will allow you to actually track exactly how much he owes you, the amount due, and how much credit he has available to his account. So say, for example, you gave him the benefit of having £500 in credit for his account. He can go over 500, but right now he's really going overboard because he's gone over 7,000, right? This will just actually allow you to keep in tune exactly what is going on with your customers, okay? You can also have your products and services here. So let's just say that, for example, Barry buys a lot of Gibson bass guitars. This is a demo just regarding a music shop, okay? So obviously they have services and they have products. This application can relate to any kind of business that you do have, be it just selling products or just selling services or both even. In this case, we have guitars that are being sold, okay? Currently, you also can see your stock, the amount that you have in your warehouse, okay? Your current stock, there are 6 guitars in your warehouse, so you can sell 6 guitars. Then you can obviously have your invoices where you invoice every single product that you do have, or your services, okay? If you do have products, you can also manage your stock by writing them off here, okay? So for the amount of products going out, obviously you will have to refer to your warehouse and just say that this amount of products have gone out, okay, and that will write off the stock on your warehouse, and it will also just let you know when you're going down in stock and when you really need to order some more stock from your suppliers. Speaking about suppliers, you can also manage your suppliers here, okay, and you can know exactly what you bought from them and when, at what price, and know exactly how much you owe them, okay? You can manage all of that by having all of your purchases recorded here, okay? So everything is recorded on the application. Everything that's going out, everything that's going in, and your bank accounts, everything can be saved on this application. That will help you then manage your accounts, manage your profitability, manage how much you are actually charging, and how much you are spending. Okay, then you must really have, if you want, obviously a CRM. It should be integrated, because once you have sales, you obviously want your leads to turn into customers. Okay, and this is the part that really just allows you to engage in any kind of new opportunity from the beginning. Okay, from your leads account, you can have maybe some new business coming in that will allow you to obviously fill in all of this information that is really important. Further along during the year, maybe if that lead turns into a customer, you will know exactly what happened, what exactly were their concerns, and you can actually go back to them and ask them if they are really getting good service, especially or specifically pertaining to their issues at the very beginning. Okay, this allows you to have a lot of data here. Any kind of data that you do need, you can save it here, and it's really important, because one of the main things that a lot of people do forget is to actually save information. Okay, and that is one thing you should do always, just really keep information on record. Okay, then if you do have a lot of salespeople, you will obviously also need to manage their appointments. Okay, leads, accounts, contacts, actually opportunities even, can all create activities. Okay, those activities can then be booked, and you can make appointments. Those appointments then will show up on their calendar. Okay, and you will obviously have your entire calendar filled up with all of the information that you need, and you will also be able to access every single calendar from other sales members on your team and know what exactly is going on. Okay, then you obviously you will have to have actually newsletters, because you will want to send them campaigns. Okay, those campaigns must be branded. So don't forget, here we have just a quick example of a newsletter that could go out. Okay, have a quick campaign going on, some special prices maybe. Here we have special prices for pianos, for clarinets, saxophones, or the harmonica. Okay, just telling your customers to check out your new store, keeping that engagement going on really, and not forgetting that your customers want to hear from you. Okay, so send them out those newsletters. They will much appreciate it, absolutely. Then if you do have the need to send out proposals or presentations on a frequent basis, there is an absolutely fantastic add-on here that allows you to create proposals. Okay, this will then be sent to your customer, to their email, where they will then receive an account, and they will have a link where they can access their proposal online. Okay, with no need for any kind of PowerPoint presentations. You can create this just a little template that we quickly made, but you can obviously create any kind of template that you want or need, and have a really engaging proposal sent out to them. Okay, one of the main things that obviously you mustn't forget to include is maybe some videos. You can also add some videos here if you want, some PDF files, maybe whatever you need to show with them, or even if you do sell products, you can add on a table here that is exactly the information that comes from your application. Okay, so obviously your application is loaded with information, so having to repeat information really just gets time consuming. So an application that allows you to send presentations with information that is already on there obviously saves you a lot of time. Okay, and this is a great way just to get them really engaged with you. Then moving on, obviously you need to have your customers included on a kind of monitor. Okay, one of the main things that this application also allows you to do is manage your team. Actually, before we go onto the monitor, let me just quickly show you. The team allows you to have quite a few aspects managed. So you can have tasks, you can have task steps, you can have news, dates maybe, you can even manage your budgets here, or actually even manage the amount of time that your sales team spends on a task. Okay, Okay, this allows you to obviously keep every single project that you have finely tuned to the minute. Okay, we were speaking about service, that obviously customers really want good service. Okay, if you have an application that also allows your customers to be able to send a complaint or request some kind of service to one email, and then you can access that information on your application. You can even invoice the service that you do provide to your customer on one application only. I mean, every single piece of information that you do need is centralized in one application only. Okay, so here we have the tickets, we have dialogues that you interact with your customer, just things that go back and forth, whatever you need to record, maybe a little bit of history, it is saved here. Whenever you need to, just open the account and you'll have access to every single piece of information that you need. Alright, on to a really very important aspect that we were speaking about, which is the monitor. Obviously you need to have maybe a little bit of an easy way to access information, just quickly. Maybe create new items very quickly, and these monitors really just help you manage your entire business from one place only. Okay, this is just a little monitor that allows you to see which tasks you have ahead, which tasks are open, what has been closed, okay, what exactly is going on. Obviously we don't have any closed tasks, so we have a lot to do there. And if you do have a lot of sales teams, I mean, imagine, can you think of having to actually have a kind of supervisor, okay? That supervisor obviously must know what your sales team is up to. And this is where they can really just access all of that information, okay? Create new records if needed. I mean, they're all here. Everything that you need to do, past, present, future. You can do it exactly here. You can have access to important information like leads that have been converted to opportunities. Maybe just ask your salesperson how that is going on, if any help is needed. Really just engage with them and have that kind of important information that you really do need. Okay, so there was a really tiny demonstration regarding a business solution and how you can have your entire business actually integrated on a business solution. Okay, so don't forget that everything is just really about getting your business organized, or you really should get prepared to go home, because in today's age we really have to get up on digital, and we really have to understand how powerful these tools are and how they can help us. Okay, obviously digital should be here to help us make doing business a little bit more easier, and that is exactly what they are entitled to. Okay, and that is what you as a new business owner is also entitled to, so don't forget that. Okay, thank you very much for being with us. It was great having you. If you do need to get in touch, please do. Here's the email, nataliekeener@phefx.com. Keep in touch. We will also have a great day, and thank you very much. See you next time. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing.